Welcome back, kids. Inverted Cow here. Behind me, you can see the product of an entire day's worth of work. That is my very first ever nuclear reactor. I followed all of the stuff on the wiki, and it takes a metric ton of copper. Holy smokes. The ingredients for this thing is ridiculous. Um, right now, the only thing left to do is to install the thermal monitor, throw in some fuel, and see if she blows up. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't blow up. Right now I've been struggling. I've got two behind me there. You can see part of my power generation system. I've got two geothermal generators hooked up to a lava tank supplied from the nether. I've got a couple of standard generators burning all of the scrap boxes and charcoal and junk that I'm producing that I have leftovers that I don't need. It's not enough. Uh, Mouse decided to cook some stone the other day. It took her almost 14 hours to cook up a barrel of stone. It was sick. This should be firing up today, and yeah, we should be laughing. So let's get right into it and see if we melt down the entire thing. Now I'm going to show you very quickly here the last ingredient. This is the double failsafe switch that was recommended on the wiki. It's basically a sticky piston with a redstone block. Apply or power to it. It moves the block and shuts off the reactor. Hopefully shuts off the reactor. Now I'm not sure if that's connected to the reactor, if I've got to rewire this stupid redstone. I hate redstone work sometimes. But I've got a switch on there so I can shut it off if I don't want to. And yes, make sure those are off. I've got my jetpack on and I tend to take off and bounce into the ceiling if I don't have it off. Okay, we're going to slap this on here. Nope, we're not going to slap this on. Okay, this is the contents of the reactor. Now I made 4 quad uranium cores. Here we go. We're going to throw these bad boys in. This thing is now making power. Well, actually it's not because it's still turned off. Haha, fooled me. Okay. Now, as I understand it, the recommended temperature was 7. What did he say? It was 7,000 degrees. You know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to say 6,500. Now, I'm not sure what that does. So that's the setting I wanted at. So here goes. Throwing the switch. Okay, nothing's melting down yet. Oh, that's an on-off switch. Very nice. Didn't know that. Now I do. Okay, so I haven't made a thermostat yet because, like I said, I've used up all of my power and everything and I'm out. Now that's an MFSU, whatever the hell they're called. Yeah, MFSU. This is one. I've got another one at the other end of the system hooked up to the thing. So this is charging. That's just going to basically be a buffer in the line. Now I've got about 3 or 4 other power cells in the line that are actually going to take most of the power. I don't know how much this thing's going to produce before the power cells run out. But as you can see, I've got a vertically integrated base now. Oh, by the way, if anybody knows a way to harvest these stupid ore berries, let me know. This is something I experimented with. It doesn't work. It's a fruit picker. It doesn't work. Waste of resources, that is. Okay, next floor, cobble reclamation. Mouse just turned on another quarry and I'm going to be overwhelmed in cobble again. I'm going to put a deep storage unit on there really quick here. I made another one so I can hear it crunches. Okay, just checking to make sure nothing's melting down here. All the way at the top, this is my main storage room. As you can see, I'm slowly getting rid of the barrels, putting in the deep storage units for stuff that's actually taking a lot of space. And we're starting to integrate one of these stupid AE network things. Basically, if you can actually tie these in together, there's a device that you need, and I've buried it in the wall, and I'm not pulling it out to show you. And it allows you to integrate that with the logistics pipe. Logistics pipe is great. It's my favorite, but it lags the heck out of everything. AE, a lot of people like it, but it's power hungry. Now this is still running with my generators, that nuclear power plant, and everything else, and by the time it gets to the top of this system, it's still not powering this AE unit. Like, I've got enough draw on that system, and these are both solar panels hooked into this, and people say this thing powers off a couple of solar panels. Pile of junk, I'm telling you. I've got it hooked into both my redstone system and the energy units, and it's still sucking juice, and it's not that effective. As you can see, yeah, we lag. The logistics pipes lag. Something in them causes the whole system to lag. I mean, I get just ridiculously low frame rates here. But the thing I like about them, I mean, apart from the fact that they work so nice, the crafting system that I have set up, I can build pretty much everything. The thing I like about them right here is the crafting table, or the requester table. I can order singles. I can order bits and pieces. I can scroll through inventory. I can't do this with the AE network. When I integrate the AE network into this, which I have done, I can access everything in there through that requester table. So it's a good hybrid. I'd rather have that than the AE network thing. This is the room where all my cooking and crafting happen. These are two just simple battery boxes. They're getting power. They're not getting power fast, but they're getting it. Oops, too many buttons. As you can see, the lag is just great. These ovens were just running pretty much all day to make the stuff for that nuke. And everything has an internal buffer, so it charges. The other thing that's drawing a lot of my juice is this thing right here. This is a mass fabricator. This gives me the UU items. I rigged it up to make, believe it or not, emeralds. I pump forcium. I have never found another use for this stuff. I pump the forcium into it, and scrap boxes. If the scrap boxes can't go here, they go into the oven and get cooked. And yeah, this I make. Basically, it's the only thing I have that allows me to make certain. There is other items you can make with the UU matter, but I just basically I make emeralds. The UU matter comes in, produces emerald ore. It's on my board here somewhere. There it is, emerald ore. I run it through a pulverizer, get the emeralds. I get 2 emeralds out of 1 set of ore, so yeah, it's fun. Um, so there you go. I fired up my first nuclear reactor, and so far it hasn't melted down. Well, let's go take a look-see at it. It appears to be functioning nicely. The only problem is that there's no like GUI input output information. Like it doesn't click up and say, oh, this is how much power you have. And apparently be careful, you don't want to mess that crap up in there. Once it's going, it's going. It's almost as finicky as a real thing. But yeah, it's charging this MFSU nicely. I don't know how much juice it puts out. I'm still learning it. But this is a high voltage transformer. Output is into medium voltage. I think the MFSU can actually take the powered rate out of this machine. I don't want to take the chance. So I step it down 1, pump it into there. This is a medium voltage transformer, so it can either take straight off of this or straight off the MFSU. Step it down into a low voltage system. Low voltage system is powering pretty much all of my machines. I haven't found a lot of machines that I like that are requiring a lot of higher voltage, except for the next thing I'm going to be baking is the electric motors. These things right here, electrical engines. I'm going to actually be throwing up 3 of these. Of course, you put in the where is it? You put in the microchip, you throw in the proper tubes, and it sucks a lot of juice. You can actually hook it up right to, and that's what I'm going to do here. Come on. Yeah, like I said, lag. I'm going to hook it right up into the medium voltage output. I'm going to basically run a line off of that fiber cable straight out. I got to paint it. I got to make sure I paint that line, otherwise it'll blow up. I've already had that happen once. It was not pretty. But yeah, I'm going to run a line out. I'm going to put 3 of those motors on it, and then I'm going to plunk it into the redstone energy conduit that I have going over here. This is redstone energy conduit. I was using the Buildcraft powered pipes, redstone pipes. I find that the energy conduit translates energy no matter what I dump into it, how much, how little, whatever. I haven't seen it really max out. So I don't have to fart around with 10 different types of pipes and a dozen different things. A little more expensive to set up, but it works better. Same goes with the liquid duct. A little more expensive to set up, but it works better than the Buildcraft pipes. The only thing Buildcraft is good for is basically I find these pipes are good for basically connecting other pipe networks to it. As you can see, I'm using force pipes and logistic pipes, and I was looking at other pipe configurations, but yeah, not too keen on those. So there's a lot of stuff I'd like and dislike, but hey, we're having fun still. So there we have it. Nuke's online, power's online. Hopefully get a little bit more power to the base here, a little more redstone power, and then we'll be laughing. So for now, talk to you all later here. This is Inverted Cow. Good night.